Would you want to live in a hole like a mole for the rest of your life? If we had to move or colonize off Earth to someplace else, this could be the case. Today I want to compare two places to spend our dollars colonizing, either Mars or Earth-like planets. First, however, why would we ever need to move or colonize to another planet? Many may argue all these major catastrophic events may never happen. Why spend all the money needed today to move the species to another planet? There are better uses for these dollars. Feed the poor, reduce poverty, and so forth. This is a good argument. However, think of these 2 points. First, these events are not imaginary. They happened in the past, with an extremely high probability of happening again in the future. Second, you and I were given a chance for a human life. Should we provide the same chance for our future generations? Use some of our dollars today to open up a new frontier, to ensure a life for them also? That's what we're buying with our dollars, insurance for the future generations. But for every dollar spent, reducing those needed aid dollars for our generation, we must use them wisely and make the correct choices in going to the right place for the future. So what are some of those places today? One choice being proposed today is to colonize Mars. Why just Mars? The reason, the only place we can go with today's current technology. Back in the 60s, I was a NASA contractor at Jet Propulsion Labs, worked lunar and Mars missions. After putting man on the moon, I was all for putting man on Mars too. Not today. Colonizing Mars is a bottomless pit for our tax dollars. Mars is not the right choice. Humans could become senseless animal-like living in tunnels under the surface. Mars is totally uninhabitable for humanity. A human lasting fractions of seconds on the surface. No one can breathe the air or drink the water. Possible in 2 to 4 generations, these Martians would not even resemble us humans anymore. So what is the alternative? Earth-like planets, supposedly billions of them in the universe. Why are we not going there? We do not have the technology to get there in the open today. What is meant, not in the open? Meaning the technology could already exist, just that we citizens do not have access to it. On these Earth-like planets, we can walk on the surface in bathing suits. We can breathe the air and drink the water. They offer the same amenities we relish here on Earth. Colonization on these planets would be just fractions of the cost compared to Mars. So what is this new technology? First, this technology is not new. Nikola Tesla told us how to do it 109 years ago. A development trail exists to the early 1990s when a military contractor director claiming we have the means to reach the stars. Many believe he was just joking. However, when asked the propulsion system they were using, he stated nothing that currently being researched or developed in the open world. He stated the only system that could ever reach the stars. He said it was an ESP-like system. Having worked deep space missions at Jet Propulsion Labs, the propulsion is only half of the solution to reach the stars. One needs near light speed or higher propulsion systems and an instantaneous communication system between Earth and the spacecraft. The director's ESP-like system satisfies both of these requirements. Doubtful he was joking about reaching the stars. You and I must consider the possibility of some major catastrophic event destroying Earth. Therefore, we need to invest some of yours and my tax dollars to buy insurance for future generations. Taking needed dollars away from today's problems means we need to scrutinize all choices being made to obtain the best place to colonize humans. Mars is uninhabitable for humans. Believe me, I lived 25 feet under the Greenland ice cap in tunnels. It was fun for the first month. Better technology can be developed to reach good, habitable Earth-like planets. Do not waste these senseless dollars on Mars. You and I need to take a bigger role in these colonization decisions. Ultimately, you and I are the ones buying this insurance, not government nor any private sector. It should be our decision. Just what are we buying with our insurance dollars today? Are we buying potentially some future weird species living on Mars? We should be buying places for future generations to live, keeping the same good-looking and intelligent human bodies you and I possess today.